Great. We start in a short while. I think sharp lah at 3. Thank you.
Hi, Miss. Are we starting now already?
I think later, maybe in 4 minutes.
All right. Okay. Sure. Sure.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my screen. Okay. Are we good to go, Dr. Azira?
Yes, Suhaila, we are good to
Okay,
go.
okay.
You can start now,
Okay,
Mavish.
Manish.
Thank you. All the best.
All right, thanks. Manish, over to you.
Great. Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me? Yeah. All right. Okay. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all students, lecturers of TPT251, Dr. Hazira Mohammad Nasser and Madam Aini Hayati Musa, and guests to today's knowledge sharing session for Principles of Transport, TPT251. My name is Navish and I will be your moderator for this event. This session is proudly organized by the Faculty of Business and Management UITM Negeri Sembilan Branch, Gombal Campus. We are thrilled to have you join us online as we delve into the fascinating world of transport and logistics with two distinguished speakers. Our aim today is to bridge classroom theory and real world practice, offering you invaluable insights from industry professionals. Without further ado, let's move to our first presentation. It is my great pleasure to introduce our first speaker for slot one, sharing experiences using public transport in Brisbane. Joining us is Wan Sohaila Jabaruddin, a senior lecturer from INTI International Subang. Wan Sohaila will be sharing her first-hand experiences and observations on the efficiency, challenges, and user perspective of public transport systems in Brisbane, offering a comparative and practical case study. Wan Sohaila, the virtual floor is yours.
Hello, good evening, everyone, students. I hope everyone's well. Okay, I'm Miss Suhaila Jabaruddin from Inti International College Subang. So today, please bear with me because I can't see the view of the screen, the students. It's entirely my presentation slide. Okay, without further ado, today I'm going to share with you. Basically, it's just a casual sharing session based on my experience of using public transportation during my study years back in 2011 until 2013 in Brisbane, Australia. So the objective of today's presentation is basically um, how I want you students to look into the another example, okay, of the transportation system in Australia and how it impacted my life that time as a student. As an international students, which I believe we international students, we struggle more to adjust and to adapt with the new environment that time. Um, and my journey is actually started in 2011. Yes. Okay, when I was a student at at Queensland University of Technology in Brisbane, Australia. So basically, my university is exactly in the city centre, just next the Brisbane River. So let's have a look overview of the place. Okay, so Brisbane is basically a capital city of Queensland. It's very laid back lifestyle, but very vibrant, and it has like happening city lifestyle at the riverside. Um, the weather is very sunny, relaxed lifestyle, and friendly locals. So basically, Brisbane ni dia blend of modern city living with very relaxing very nice view, good people, very charming the place, and it offers a mix of skyscraper and the natural view as well. We have a lot of large parks open to public, and scenic walking path along the Brisbane River. So basically, this is the Brisbane River. I live in Highgate Hill, and across the Brisbane River is just my university, QUT. I hope you can have, like some imagination. All right, here's a quick one, a very a simple overview of Brisbane's public transportation system. So basically, Brisbane offers a very well integrated public transport networks, just like what we have in Malaysia, similar, but I'm going to share with you how efficient and how effective the transportation system works, which consists a lot of mode, but mainly buses, CityCat ferries, trains, all managed under the TransLink system. So basically, they have this all integrated mode. However, what's interesting that I wish somehow maybe Malaysia can, try to not to imitate, but maybe to contextualize, maybe to, to have another, how do I say, another view lah of how others, other country operates their transportation system. So basically, even though they have like multiple types, like ferry, city cat ferries, trains, but all of these managed under the central system owned by the government. It is called TransLink system. So no matter which mode you use, train, buses, all of that is actually operates under one central system lah. So that time I still remember publics, including students, we use this one card, which is called Go-Card system. It's a very friendly user card which allow you to access, like various types of transport. So basically, like in Malaysia, we have different operators, right? Like MRT, we have for the train we have KTM. So in Brisbane, Australia, it's all managed under the TransLink. So what interesting and what I like that time, I wish like I can bring you guys back in 2012, where that particular time, I think the system is, if I were to compare with what we had back then in Malaysia, I think the system in the transportation system in Brisbane, Australia, it's very, very efficient. Real-time updates. Okay, I'm going to talk about the efficiency first, the timing. So basically, students or the publics, we can access this one apps, TransLink apps, and you can track, the routes, the timing. And what I like most, which I still remember until today, and I even share, during my my class session with my students, the transportation system in Australia is very, very punctual. For example, I live next to a small, decent bus station. Okay, it's about like less than a minute walking distance from my home. Okay, when I open the door, I walk straight through, and I can see straight away the what I call it, the small station lah. So what I like most, are very punctual. Let's say I'm planning for a short trip lah to nearby cities, or maybe to my school lah, to the city. So I can just monitor from the apps, and let's say lah, it's stated 2 minutes before the arrival of my bus. Okay, I can, like when I arrive exactly at that particular time, then my bus will arrive. So it's very, how do I say, very, very punctual. It's very rare for me to experience that time, issues in the timing, because we can manage our time well, due to this kind of, how do I say, system lah. All right, real-time updates. So if there's a delay, but rarely happen, usually very, very punctual. we can just check and scroll through the apps. And they have multiple payment also, multiple payment options and route integration. I think that's pretty much similar to what we had in Malaysia, like. But as far as I recall, we still don't have, like what we have now, QR, like more efficient. But still, to me, at that particular time, still updated. We can pay online, online transfer, and we use the Go card to recharge. And even if you want to use cash, also, I think they have that option lah. You can just insert the cash in the sort of a box, a steel box. Okay. So these are the most common used public transportation modes in Brisbane, which I believe the design of the buses and this, transport is actually back then, now they have a new buses, I believe, and new trains, because I heard from my friends who's still staying in Brisbane, they even upgraded the system even more, like high tech, and then a lot of different types of train. Okay, so we have bus, CityCat ferry, and I bet Dr. Hazira still remember this, because Brisbane also is actually her place, during her when she took master in Australia, Queensland. But Dr. Hazira, she lived like not too far from the city, right? Saint Lucia. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Hazira. But you still remember, right? The City Cat ferries, the train. All right. Okay. To reflect lah, when I recall during my time, most of my time in Brisbane, I don't own a car. I don't drive, obviously. So because international student, we struggle on, like managing our financial, and it's not, it's not convenient. If you ask me, it's not convenient to own a car, because we pay more on the tickets, parking ticket, very expensive. So and most of the publics in even Australian citizen, they actually heavy consumer of the public transportation, because it's a lot cheaper even for their own people. Okay, and even for me, international student, cheaper cost. And then, like I said, the routes is very efficient. They have like integration of the routes, so you can, basically you can travel. Although Brisbane is not that big, basically it's nearby lah. Macam from station to another station, it would take only like a couple of minutes lah. But they offer very good concession rates for student that time. Sorry, I couldn't recall how much that was, but it's very affordable. So it's making our life lah, daily life, me easy to commute, and cost saving lah. So basically, the route connected to many important places and facilities, especially for travelers like me lah, a student daily kan. I travel almost every day. The longest journey about 1 hour and a half to the last station lah, if I still remember, dekat Taringa, not last but quite far, but it took around 1 hour and a half. Okay, but very easy to access. You have no issue even if you're the first timer. Okay, the apps will guide you through, and there will be no problem of you to connect to city or station to station lah, pada place. Okay, are you guys with me? Okay so far? Because I cannot view the audience here. It's entirely my screen. Can I hear, some responses? Are we good?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, let us move to the bus services. Very common lah. I believe in any countries we have this. This is actually one of the main option lah, other than train. In Brisbane, not much different if I were to compare with Malaysia. Buses actually the most frequently used mode especially like me, I live in the city center just across the river. Obviously, we don't want to take ferry to the city, so bus station is just in front of my house. So if I want to, like to drop by in the city, I will use bus lah. Um, so bus is actually the most frequently used lah, even for the public. So the free city loops, it helped me save money. We have like free city loops if you want to go to nearby places around the city, strolling around the city. Um, and this is also very useful if I have guests coming from Malaysia to visit me, you see. Because if we were to compare with other countries, sometimes tourists, they struggle. I give example lah, when my last visit in Korea, um, not that I don't think I'm not that, like IT tech savvy, but the apps, the routes, I will not say it's not efficient, but the interface of the app is not so friendly user like what Translink lah offers. So yes, buses punctual, I've mentioned earlier, very clean, and drivers were generally friendly and helpful. Okay, I had a bit of culture shock lah when I first time arrived that time, because let me recall a bit. I still remember every morning, okay, every morning, how the bus driver greet each of the passenger as soon as they entered the bus. Sorang-sorang naik bus tu, you guys imagine, just imagine, because I don't see that situation here in Malaysia. It's not common. Maybe ada, like bus driver greet you, but I believe it's just how the people work, or maybe the culture. So every time passenger enter the bus, train pun kot, the bus, okay. So the driver will greet tau, no matter, I think like every time lah, my whole year, 1 year and a half, memang every time I use bus, driver will greet, good morning, good morning. Let's say you have people queuing up in front of the entrance tu kan. If you have like 20 passenger, and then 20 will get in, right? So 20 times the bus driver will greet, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's like a tape playing, you see. Because they are, I would say lah, the culture of the people, how they work, very friendly and very helpful. I still remember one of my friend, she accidentally left her valuable, I think a wallet, dompet macam tu kot. Okay, and how did she get that back? I believe she contact the toll-free number, and then they managed to navigate lah, to track the which bus, and surprisingly her belongings still there. So I would say the people also lah, very high integrity, very helpful. Real-time tracking, next one, real-time tracking using the Translink apps. Yes, like I mentioned before. So no mess. You can basically plan ahead your trip daily. At what time you want to, reach to the place. And then, which option. They have also several options. So it's everything indicated on the apps. And very friendly user interface. Macam it's not really complicated. You can just, scroll through and click lah on the tab that you want to see lah. If you want to see the timing, you want to see the route, if you want to see the option, pretty much the same with Rapid KL apps, I believe. Similar lah. Okay. Next one. Am I moving too fast, guys? No, eh? How do I click next? I cannot. Okay. Okay, next, move on to the train services. I rarely use train unless if I want to visit my friend who stayed quite far from my place. I use train mainly for inter-sub travel lah, inter-suburb travel, sorry. That means, like I said lah, if I want to go to school, walking distance, city also just like 5 minutes by bus. So I wouldn't take train lah. Mainly if I want to visit far places. Bawa tourists, when your friends and family come from Malaysia, we travel by train. If you want to go to Gold Coast, it's about 40 minutes by car, okay, drive. But if you use train instead, it's about an hour journey. Train also very efficient. Air condition. That's what you see in the photo. Ini memang I take from the like from the year. But today I believe they have upgraded lah. Like my friend said lah, kan dah canggih. So air condition, smells nice. No order ke tak ada. And it arrived on time. The same with bus lah. Because I believe, excuse me, because I believe they use this one centralized system. So if one one type too efficient, so if it reflects through all lah, because one system manage the entire modes ni. So stations also were very well maintained and provide clear signage and safety measures. Okay, one thing I want to highlight lah about well maintained ni kan station. Very rare for you to see rubbish is one thing lah. Very clean. And each station, interestingly, each station though, they have their own decoration. Dia macam more, I believe they want to showcase on the, more on the culture kan, because Australia ni very famous with, macam apa we call it nah, multiracial like us lah, and they even have the Aborigine people. So Aborigine culture tu is very very strong. If you read the history kan, memang they are mainly part of it, right? So they want they want this element, okay, to be, I believe, to showcase lah, to highlight to the maybe tourists like me, not tourists lah, international, tourists lah, international student, tourists, So I like to actually travel sometimes. When I plan for a long distance, sometimes we purposely, me and my friends, stop at certain station lah, because like I said, different station they have different decorative item, featured wall, okay. Similar like if you go to the KL City Centre, kan ada dekat area Kampung Baru, where you can see the mural kan, mural on the building, on the wall. But this one at the train station. So to me it's something like it's very interesting lah, very unique. Other than like well maintained, you can see cleaners consistently lah, they clean the station lah. And then signage also clear with very strict safety measure. The people, working people who monitor the train to always there. If you seek for help, they always there to assist lah. Yes, like I said, each station had its own identity lah. They use creative mural or maybe like even some modern design, so very unique and new experience for me. Okay, CityCat ferry service. This one also, I don't really use often, sometimes lah, because okay, just imagine this is Brisbane River. I live here on the other side, Highgate Hill, Brisbane Hill, Brisbane River, and my uni. So what connects us is actually this one famous bridge. We call it apa tu? Goodwill Bridge. Okay, so basically every day I walk. Okay, I walk across Goodwill Bridge to across the river, reach my city. But sometimes when it's raining, when the weather is not cooperating, I would take CityCat ferry lah. So they have station at the South Bank there. So CityCat ferry ni basically allow me to enjoy view lah. Okay, sometimes when we feeling blues ke kan, tak ada mood nak walk, because if I walk from my place to city to uni, it would take about 15 minutes juga lah, 15 minutes. So sometimes lazy to walk, kita pass through the South Bank station, Sorry, South Bank. Yeah, South Bank. And that's actually a station for City Cat Ferry. Nanti you Google lah. I know it's very hard for you to, to imagine, but you can, have a look. You search the video ke the photo. So this station, it connect between South Bank. Remember the river, you imagine river. This is South Bank, and that is my uni, which is QUT Gardens Point. So it connect with the terminal tau, a very small terminal lah. So imagine lah, memang sangat-sangat convenient lah. I just use my TransLink apps. It's the same TransLink Go card. Okay, just swipe masuk, and then about less than 3 minutes, I reach at the my uni terminal, QUT Gardens Point. So for student, memang very convenient, very relaxed. Especially during summer. Mind you, summer in Brisbane is very, I rasa very dry, humid kan. So sometimes kita memang, prefer walk under the roof kan. Tak nak exposed to this hot weather that time and less crowded compared to the other malls. Like I said, most people they use buses and train. So ferry ni is not crowded unless if it's raining and during holiday season, because we get a lot of tourists coming lah. That time if I bring my family, because it's not only connect between terminal to my uni, but it also can divert lah. Dia bawa can take you strolling around the Brisbane River. Brisbane River ni is very long You can Google, dia macam it's not straight tau. So dia macam ada curve sikit heading to the other side lah. To the other side, and then another terminal, and then you reach like another city. So very pleasant view, very scenic lah, very pretty. Ferries run frequently, macam bus and train, especially during peak times lah. And also memang rarely delayed. Okay, this is basically the ferry line, City Cat. Okay. So service characteristic, this is actually I conclude lah from my sharing just now. I think like the main point, something that maybe you can reflect, like you can compare. Okay, as part of your learning, basically you don't only look around at your current environment, but you also have to do reflection, or what if we can take some inspiration and do better lah for policymaker memang very good lah. Okay, punctuality I just mentioned just now. Affordability, very cheap, but don't ask me how much because I memang tak ingat, I couldn't recall. Student discount available, no issue of price increase ke, it's memang all the year tu, even though 1 year and a half, there's no increment. Accessibility, they have a lot of station. Oh, one thing, because the government, Australian the government, they always appreciate the the how is it, Aborigine culture people. So the name of most of the places, okay, the name of most of the places also reflect lah, memang reflect the Aborigine culture. First time when I reach Brisbane, I feel macam very odd lah, because we thought, oh, this is Mak Saleh punya tempat kan, why the names like that kan? It's not all English name lah. They still use the names from the Aborigine words like Indrupili, Taringa, apa lagi yang I ingat, Tuwong. English name pun adalah Fortitude Valley, tapi some of the station name tu is very unique lah. And then all transport, they have ramps, similar to what we have here, audio announcement, and they also have dedicated space for the people with disability. Sama ke tak? I rasa sama lah with the extra apa orang kata rail tu And then comfort, clean environment again, security, they have 24/7 CCTVs working lah for emergency call buttons and visible stuff. This one I will compliment lah. The staff is just everywhere. It's we feel safe even we are, we travel alone, kan? We are single traveler, but you feel safe. People will always check on you, they care. I still remember lah, there were a couple of times where I reached home late, kan? So I was alone, but like I said lah, staff will, tegur you and say, Miss, are you heading back home? You okay? Adalah dia check, because especially for ladies, right? So we feel safe. Because sometimes in Malaysia lah, I will not like stereotype, but some places kan, some stations, very hard for you to reach the staff. It's not visible, especially at night, right? Kan? If you haven't had the experience, you go try lah a nearby station. And sometimes when you reach home late kan, you take the last station last time kan, at the end of the day tu, and then you know how the place is empty, so we feel macam worried, we feel scared because we couldn't find anyone standing around us. So in Brisbane ni is very rare lah to see such environment tu. Dia memang all the way staff are visible. Easy lah Now, however, of course, everything is not, perfect. There is no perfect terms in anything, can, even a human, even the equipment, machine, what we operate lah. I also, face challenges lah. These are three main points lah, as I can recall. The service after 10 p.m. Okay, limited, especially to suburban areas. Unless if there's concert, then only we're flooded with people. But most of the time, their time, because the daily timing too is not the same like us. 5 p.m. in Brisbane is already it's about to shut down. The city is about to shut down. Macam 5 p.m. in evening tu, stall, shops start to close. It's time for them to rest at home with family. That's the culture lah. So not much entertainment. 10 memang very hard for you to take bus ke. So usually when me and my friends, housemate strolling around the city until late night kan, we couldn't find transport. We usually walk. You imagine lah, walk from the city to my place, it would take about 30 minutes or so, 30 to 40 minutes lah. That's one thing. Because the timing, like our culture here in Malaysia, very busy until late night. Even if you go to Bukit Bintang late night, there are still, people crowded. But in Brisbane, don't expect the same. Dia towards night tu, starting from 5, slowly shutting down lah. I mean, they macam shop close, not much people you see walking at the road tu kan, because everybody is already at home with family. And during peak times, morning, and I think lunch still manageable. Early in the morning and towards the evening, okay. Bus and train overcrowded. It's the same like what we have here in Malaysia, overcrowded. Especially bus. You have to squeeze in to give some space to people, but no pushing. They crowded, but everyone still keep the the distance lah. Not too much pushing lah. But if you use train here in Malaysia, MRT, and towards the evening, 6 p.m., 7 p.m, it's like a sardine, You get what I mean or not? Dia punya space inside tu, you still can enter, but everyone like pushing you, So that's one thing lah. It's the same in Australia lah, the same in Brisbane. Peak times, Understanding the timetable system usually took time. Translating apps help a lot. Like I mentioned, you barely survive, okay, if you are a newcomer, first timer kan, you barely survive if you don't install the Translink apps. If you rely on the normal website interface and also the what we call it, at every city too they have kiosks kan, kiosks, you can always ask them of course, but it is advisable for you to refer to the Translink app. If you want to have a look, I'm not sure whether, I think we can just install can if you want to, have a look at the interface. It's been so long since, the last time I used it, ever since I came back for good to Malaysia, I didn't use Translink apps lah. So I don't know how it looks like today, but back then it's very easy. It helped a lot. Okay, so this is actually, I don't think this is a related photo. You don't get me wrong. I couldn't find the train station photos. Now, speaking of benefit gain from my own personal experience, okay, I think the transportation system in Brisbane ni, not in Brisbane lah, in any part of the world lah. As soon as we move forward throughout the years, can we just get better time to time. So it developed better time management. And then for me as a student, I how do I say it? Because international student, maybe we struggle differently. When we become foreigner kan at other countries, so we struggle differently than the locals, because local ni they adapted, they know already it's their environment, daily environment. So international student like me, we actually learn through the time lah. But it didn't take long. I think around maybe 1 week, less than a week, if you few days lah, you spend your time using public transportation system in Brisbane, you can cope lah, you can catch up. So because of the apps and the stuff, I easily manage my time better. More punctual. More punctual, like how we have this delay and delay service in Malaysia. I don't get me wrong, I'm not condemning, but I'm just sharing and do a comparison, which I believe will be, helpful lah for you kan, as part of your learning. So you have to observe also other countries. So as for me, 1.5 years in Brisbane have taught me to develop a better time, okay, and management skills, because as a student we are very busy, like with classes, and I also work part time as a nanny. I took care of local babies kan. So of course I have to manage my time, I have to catch up, sometimes rushing to class, and after I got back home, I need, I have to leave home to work lah. So from the Translink apps too, it's still manageable. And again, independence by navigating routes. Yeah, I have never been too independent in my entire life, okay, in Malaysia kan, as compared when I was in Brisbane. To be honest, before I came to Brisbane in Malaysia, I don't use public transportation, because we drive kan. My parents live here in Shah Alam. So almost every day I drive. So bila you have to stay far away, 1,000 miles away from your family. You have to adjust, to adapt yourself with the system, not only the environment, not only the people, the culture, the new setting tu, that reset tau. You when as soon as you enter je, it reset the entire thing. The way you adapt yourself to. So I gained a lot of independence in Brisbane during my years lah, navigating the routes, travel alone, no issue travel alone. Kalau kat Malaysia, macam nak walk alone, nak go out alone pun we feel macam alah not confident, but we have no choice, and I'm glad lah actually kan. So I use most public transportation in my entire life when I was in Brisbane. And it became more socially aware by observing different types, okay, commuters and transport policies. Yeah, like I said, different country, even different operator maybe will have different ways of managing their, their system. So during my years too, I became more aware lah. That's why we can easily adjust ourselves, kan? You know how to manage your time. You know how to even to become a tourist guide. My parents, my family's coming, and so I know exactly the policy lah. You cannot litter, like suka-suka hati anywhere, right? And how to, how to use the equipment, transportation tu, what are the things that you can do. So I become more ni lah, observant lah. I observe a lot, and the policies too. It's actually a knowledge to us. And apa ni, increased appreciation for sustainable urban living. Yep, I appreciate more. When you use public transport, you tak pollute the, less lah. At least just a small effort from human kan. Sometimes we how do I say, unconsciously kan, every day we travel, we drive kan. So we ruin the environment lah, in our entire life. So during the years too, at least I appreciate because, like using public transportation, at least less apa, pollution lah kan. Imagine if one single citizen tu driving to to work, to uni, kan. It sounds cliche, but something for you to reflect lah. One thing I just want to share. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. Even the Australian, in any industry, professional sector, doctor, lawyers ke, doctor ke, cikgu ke, lecturer, they even use bus and train every day. Most of ni lah, most of the apa citizen, unless it's weekend. Weekend then only they drive. But almost every day, even from the high professional sector also, they use public transportation. Okay, so I have prepared a comparison for you to to have a quick glance and to see lah, to reflect, basically to reflect. But of course, this is not the recent update lah. So because I don't know what's actually the latest environment there in Brisbane kan, unless I go visit my friend, come back and can share lah. Tapi it's been so long, but within the years, so these are the comparison lah that I can conclude in 2012 to 2013. So the main mode use, private vehicle, Malaysia that time still cars and motorcycle even until today. Okay. While Brisbane memang like I said, public transport. They prefer public transport. Even for high school students, very independent. When it comes to system integration that time, okay, Malaysia, we have very separated system. Like I mentioned before, we have maybe different operators. So it's for me, it's time consuming kan, when you want to like to change from different brand ni tau, different train operators, operators tu. So sometimes you have to be alert, aware on, if I want to reach Kelana Jaya from here Ceras, then which train I need to use, and do I need to change the train, the operator, right? MRT, and then apa lagi, it's been so long since I use train and bus here in Malaysia. We have MRT and then KTM, right? So the system fragmented. So it would take time lah, take time, and also, um, how do I say? Um, apa? Ay, sorry, sometimes like this lah, we lost word. Fragmented, so you will spend more time to adjust, to plan for your travel. Okay, while TransLink, they are very unified. Unified bus, train, city cat, one card, one operator. Okay, when it comes to fare payment, back then Malaysia mostly cash and touch and go. That time still we have still cash and touch and go. Tapi most people, as far as I remember, we still prefer cash. But in Brisbane, go card. Ah, the card lah, cashless, tap on tap off tu. And then real time tracking, very limited. Can in Malaysia very limited, unless you know you refer to the what call it, LED tu LED, ada small LED at the train station tu kan, and it will display the time, arrival time. Other than that, I don't think most of Malaysian use the apps to check what time arrive. I'm not sure whether that is like like real time updates on the apps. While in Brisbane, real time tracking, very efficient. They even show live bus, train, and ni lah tracking. Like now we have, how we check our Grab kan. Where's the current location? That is real time updates. So back then in 2012, Brisbane, they already, implemented the live tracking, which I don't think Malaysia had that time lah. And suburban and rural covered, good coverage, okay, but limited timing. We have good coverage even without MRT that time, because I still remember a friend of mine from Jakarta, okay, Nathan, when he reached Malaysia, he said macam it's very easy for me to reach city to city, it's accessible even without MRT. But still limited timing. However, in Brisbane, okay, in between 2012 to 2013, very good suburban coverage, consistent timetable. Okay, if we look into the student discounts, Malaysia limited varies by provider, because we have different operators. So the package that they give to, maybe it works differently lah. Touch and go, now we have like one time per month, 50 ringgit, right? I'm not sure in 2012 they already have that or not, but in Brisbane, broad student concession. Just use the Go card. Travel experience, long waits, unreliable schedules, and basic facilities. This is something that we cannot escape alive living in Malaysia, even until today. Kena accept the facts lah. Long waits, especially towards the evening, and then train breakdown, unreliable schedule. So if you want to plan your short trips ke, kan, your day, you still have to slot in time for contingency. Macam if train delay, such situation very rare to happen at Brisbane lah. Punctual, air condition, okay, and friendly services. Okay, so let us put aside first Brisbane. We do a comparison in Malaysia. We still have time? 10 minutes more. Okay, I guess we're on track. Now, element, main mode use in Malaysia, private vehicles dominated, cars kan. Most of us travel by cars. But now, Alhamdulillah, I rasa, this is from information. I think our public transportation had improved a lot. So our people start to travel, use public transport kan, and it's cheaper. System integration, seamless use of multiple modes macam bus, train under one system. In Malaysia, 2012, back then very fragmented system lah, limited. But now ada my rapid, MRT, LRT integration, and my 50 pass. So we improved. I can see we improved on this. And then fare payment, mostly cash back then, inconsistent fare system. Now I think online lah, online QR, touch and go, rapid. We go more on digital kan. It's accessible lah and available across all modes. Real time tracking, like live update back then, not available. Okay, but now we already have Pulse, Move It, Google Maps. So you can see, back then in 2012, we don't have such system, but Australia, they already have that. So they are moving quite fast. But it's okay. At least we catch up, kan? We improved. And suburban and rural coverage very limited in Malaysia. Now we have interconnected train station at almost every cities. Now Putrajaya also accessible. We have Smart Selangor and also trials at some states lah. DRT trials in Johor. And then student discount, rare and not standardized back then. We used the blue apa we call it, blue coin tu kan, blue plastic coin tu with the normal rate code. And now, okay, now we have my 50 pass lah, and it applies to all, especially students. Very convenient and cheaper. As at least you spend one time 50 ringgit, you can use unlimited. Travel experience, crowded in Malaysia even until today. Crowded is okay, but the way on how you manage, maybe you improve lah the system, the air condition during the peak hours, crowded, not always clean and punctual. Sometimes you can see, people litter and then rubbish. Not every day, okay, tapi we get to see that environment situation lah sometimes. But in Australia, sorry, not compare, in Malaysia today improved, especially for MRT, LRT. I am so happy to see this improvement lah, but still varies by region. Okay, so this is in Brisbane comparison in Australia now and then lah. A very quick one, because I don't want to take your time. I have 5 minutes more. Bus, not so common. Okay, and then we have train and ferries. Now, still bus heavy, but metro, they have launched metro. Obviously I haven't had chance to try because in Malaysia kan. So I guess it's improved, and they have more modes lah, options. System integration, still integrated since back then, but they just maintain lah and expanded. I believe, if we visit Australia, they have more options on the routes lah, the option on the routes on how you can reach a city to city. Fare payment, go-kart, always go-kart. Why I put upgraded? Because I search online lah. They have like improved system on the go-kart, on the package and stuff. So upgraded lah. Real-time tracking, TransLink apps, the same. Okay, but enhanced also based from my research, online research. And then suburban rural coverage expanded also. A recent bus network overhaul has faced mixed feedback in outer areas. If I'm not mistaken, last 2 years they introduced like a new how do I say, new coverage lah. They are still experimenting, that's why they get feedbacks lah. And still improving in a trial mode. Maybe I'm not sure what's the current status, but it's improving, sorry. Now, student discount available, go-kart also available and maintained. Travel experience, same quality maintained. They have featured Wi-Fi, USB, low floors, and quiet rides upgraded. Yeah, and to the upgraded means that it's from the existing system, they make it better, they enhance it. Okay, my conclusion, wrap up. Okay, so based from my experience, I am strongly recommend you student lah. Maybe one time if you want to visit kan, try lah visit overseas kan countries to It's not only for trip tau, but as part of your learning on other people culture, transportation, how they operate the transport. So Brisbane ni reliable, affordable, and support every part of student life. Okay, so that shows how good the system was, and they still improve lah for daily living. Malaysia has made great progress, like you see in the table, from 2012 until today, especially with the real-time tracking. Back then, we don't have, and better fare system. So I think we can still, the government policymaker, uh, we can still adopt the new ideas, okay, from Brisbane or any part of the world if their transportation system is better. This is actually for better feeder service and low emission transport. So to conclude, for me, we are not trying to, copy. It's very impossible, you see, because of the policy, the costing. We are not trying to copy, but to contextualize, like what good we can maybe adjust it here, and try to enhance lah, improve. I think that's pretty much of it. Thank you very much. Any question from students? Can I go back to the screen maybe because I didn't see? Okay, stop sharing. Okay. Any questions? No?
Ella,
Yeah?
can you hear my voice?
Yes, but echoing. But that's fine. Yes, doctor?
Okay, thank you so much for your sharing.
Hmm?
We have one student here. Maybe I would like to call up Ahmad Zuhakimi. Ahmad
Kejap. I
Zuhakimi,
cannot
you have
see.
question for Puan Ella?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Sila.
Ahmad, sorry, Ahmad apa? Ahmad?
My name is Ahmad Zul Hakimi.
Ahmad Zuhakimi. Okay. What is the question, Ahmad Zuhakimi?
My question is, what advice would you give to improve Malaysia transportation system
Mhm.
based on an overseas example?
Oh, okay. I think I have just concluded just now kan, tak payah recap balik kan. My advice is we are doing good actually. To be frank lah, we are doing good from the comparison. You can see we improve a lot in any areas, in many areas. My advice is if I have the chance lah, the opportunity to change kan. I rasa on how they manage on the timing, okay, and how they communicate the information of their services to with the consumer. That means sometimes message to communication breakdown kan. We don't know our train delays or maybe they announce it late. So basically that's one thing. Okay, the communication system to the consumer still can be upgraded lah, even though we have real time updates. Second is maintenance. Very important, very crucial. Transportation system ni is actually because it help people to commute, right? So and people rely on it, not only for the local but also for the tourists. So to me, maintenance, consistent maintenance is very important. We are still um, works moderately lah, I rasa, because every time train breakdowns, issues, it will take very long time for them to fix. I don't have such experience, but we see from many feedbacks and comment on social media. Okay, every time train breakdown and there's issue, so the way on how maybe they solve the problem lah, maintenance, how they fix it, still can be improved. I think that's all. Does it answer your question?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Welcome. The rest, no.
Okay, very well.
Thank
Ahmad
you.
Zuhakimi.
Thank you, Ahmad Zuhakimi.
We have selected one more lucky student lah, Ella.
Okay, boleh doktor, boleh.
Okay, can I have Farah Farzana?
Farah.
Farzana?
Okay. Hello everyone.
Yeah,
Hi.
hi. Over to you.
Okay. Hello Miss L. So my question is, what is the biggest obstacle preventing Malaysia from achieving Brisbane level efficiency on public transport.
What is again? Come again? Challenge?
What is the biggest
Okay,
obstacle
obstacles.
preventing Malaysia from achieving Brisbane level efficiency?
Okay. This one I think is very good question anyway. Thank you. If you ask my personal opinion, okay, from my readings, sometimes we read a lot to to catch up with the news, can. I think the most obstacles is of course costing lah, because every time, because you see you want to catch up tau with the, we live in a world with emerging trends and emerging technology moving so fast, so every time there's a new technology, so we need to catch up tau. So we were not left back behind, because remember transportation ni is not only for our people, okay, it's actually for to attract outsiders also to come. Even if we travel, we will like consider how is the transportation system, how do I reach this place to that place. So this is very important. But I think one of the obstacles is actually the on the cost factor lah. Dia punya, like every time we want to introduce something, of course, policymakers, it will get into some political context, kan, some political not issue, tapi consideration lah, kan, and to implement new policy, to introduce new policy, even to invest on new projects, it's actually not easy. Sometimes it will take time, few years. Even when you propose, and then not next year you build train, you upgrade your system. No, it will take years. So the policy is one thing, and the cost. Hello.
Okay, thank you for that.
Okay, welcome. Any more? My student. Anyway, we have my student also here. No question? Okay. So I assume everybody clear, because today is actually a quite casual system session, because I just share from my experience, kan, not much on theories and on a serious syllabus. So Alhamdulillah, thank you very much for having me today. I hope you guys have can reflect something lah out of today's session. Inshallah, ada rezeki. If Dr. Hazira invite, I can share more on the other topics. Thank you very much all. Thank you, Dr. Hazira.
Thank you so much, Puan Suhaila.
Hello.
Hi, I think Dr. Azira wants to say something. Sorry.
No, over to you, Melvi. Thank you. Thank you, Suhaila.
Thank you so much, Puan Suhaila, for that incredibly insightful and detailed presentation. It was very interesting. Your personal anecdotes and analysis really brought the topic to life. I guess we have a few more minutes now before we go on to the next session. Should we take a break, Miss Suhaila?
I'm not sure whether the second speaker is ready or not, Dr. Zira. Can we proceed? Or?
Yes. Second speaker is ready.
All right. Okay. Great. Then Mavish, please.
All right, then let's move on to the second session, which is for slot two. We will shift our focus from land to sea with a session titled Navigating the Seas, an inside look at shipping and logistics. We are exceptionally honored to have with us Encik Kamarudin, the owner and managing director of Barbosa Industries Sendirian Berhad in Malaysia. Inche Kamaruz brings a wealth of practical, on-the-ground experience from the complex world of global shipping, freight, and supply chain management. Inche Kamaruz, thank you for joining us. We are eager to learn from your expertise. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, Melvish. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. You guys boleh dengar? Semua boleh dengar?
Boleh.
Alright. First of all, Dr. Hazira, Puan Aini, Puan Zila, I believe Puan Ella pun ada sekali. Selamat petang semua. Okay, saya dijemput pada hari ini untuk satu perkongsian berkaitan dengan laut, to narrow down. Jadi petang ni I rasa kita go through. First of all, you guys nak I cakap dalam bahasa Melayu ke, Cina ke, English ke, Thailand ke sekarang? Which one you guys prefer? I can speak all those language.
Mr. Kamaru, sorry, just to inform, I have international students from Maldives, Japan, joining us today.
Right,
They would love to hear. They would love to hear because I briefed them already.
All right. So then
Thanks.
I mix Malay and English. Can I, Melvish? All right, guys. First of all, thank you for having me today. My name is Muhammad Kamaruz bin Kamaruddin. So basically, my experience dalam air, which is I was in Malaysia Airline for 8 years. And then I'm shifting to another industry now in sea, focusing on shipping. I think you guys biasa dengar berkaitan dengan offshore, right? But satu sudut yang I think you guys kurang perasan is inshore punya service. So then, I don't think any offshore ataupun any logistik ataupun containers carrier akan boleh melaksanakan task mereka to do the shipment without the inshore punya service. So I decided to run a business inshore. I choose inshore service because that is the nadi of everything. The core of the shipment actually. The one point that people tidak nampak ataupun tidak perasan berkaitan dengan inshore service. So for example, the containers ship yang datang ke Port Klang, for example, mereka tidak boleh buat sebarang kerja-kerja pemunggahan without inshore punya service, which satu segmen di mana there is a small operator, boat operator, will pick up all those documents, the manifest, the immigration form, the Jabatan Laut form, the custom form, because all the crew not allowed to go down at the land. So there is one designated area for the big ship to stand by, and we, as a small operator boat, will come to collect the documents. So the document will be surrendered to agent, which doing deals with the authority, the local authority. And then we take the document, then baru containers ini boleh dibawa turun. Boleh catch up saya? Can you guys catch up? Hello? All right. Okay, a bit details, my company details. The company name is Barbosa Industries. I'm located at PD Marina, Port Dickson. And then we have few boats and vessels, which approximately we have 7 small boats, 2 dredger, sand dredger, and we have 2 cargo boats. So we are located in Port Dickson. We serve Port Dickson, Malacca and Port Klang. So what we offer in Barbosa Industries is it's like a passenger crew transfer. You guys can see the small boat there. So these are the boat will pick up the important document from the big vessel to surrender the authority. So in this industry, my business, every single trips kita charge company, contoh MISC, any brand, any major brand of company yang doing shipping. Without us, mereka tidak boleh deliver the package ataupun the shipment yang mereka nak turunkan. So sometimes they change. There is a crew change. You can see the crew up in the ship there. So the crew sometimes there is emergency situation which they need to go down to the shore. Then we gonna pick up the crew, and then and also we charge them. Every single trip that we do is charged. Number two, we supply is a provision supply. This is very important too. As you know, this mother vessel set sail for few months sometimes, 2 months, 3 months on the sea. So they perlukan supply, really perlukan supply. So this supply actually they ordered dengan kita, we prepare and we send. This is very good. Actually, we charge them with very good numbers to supply this. This is good, really good. And then very few player in Port Dickson, for example, it's only 2 company who run this thing out. And then this is our tugboat. This tugboat actually kita gunakan untuk projects. This is, you see the fenders. This fender is very important for the vessel to do things. Any small vessel or big vessel doing their job or together, this fender is very important. This is a safety method, is a mandatory requirement by authorities internationally. And then we do scheduled ways here, and also for sure we do chartered boat. We send diver, we send surveyor, even though the tourists, so they can charter our boats for them to deliver their works, or to do sightseeing, probably sunset or sunrise. We charge them by day or by hours. And then this is example of type of boat that we have. Number one, this is a very small boat. It's a 36 feet of boat coming with 2 engines. It looks small, but it cost us about 200,000 ringgit each. And for your information, there is no loans from the bank actually. So to those player or operators, we spend a lot on our capital to get our asset. Without the asset, we got no job. So you need to spend a lot on this. This is the picture of we doing things. We are sending the crew. You can see this is the oil and gas crew, which we send off to big vessel. This is a passenger boat. This is required by authority untuk kita hantar passenger ataupun any barang-barang. This is the standard specs. You boleh tengok, even though in Japan, even though in Singapore, even though everywhere, this is the type of boat that we've been using it secara formal, secara mengikut authority. This is Barbosa 2, our boats, similar boats. Then this is Barbosa 3, also similar boat. This is a passenger boat and also cargo boats. This is our passenger and cargo boat also. This one is a small boat. It's only 32 feet, but Petronas really like this boat. They always chartered this boat from us. It has been 3 years already they chartered, because the layout of the boat, the design of the boat is meet the spec of Petronas to bring their crews. This is our cargo boat called Vesta. Vesta is a steel boat, and this is very hot in the market now because a very limited unit in Malaysia. To have this is a big, is a good asset for me because of this boat never rests. It's always on demand actually. So various activities we do project we send off. This is oil. Is a ship oil actually. You can see how many tanks they need to fill up the engine, right? So this is my crew. Um, this is normal job for us. It's a very typical and normal job. These are the areas that you guys jarang nampak. Hanya sometimes you nampak big containers, the ship containers, right? But without the small industry, the inshore industry, I think the big containers cannot deliver all those things they are carry. So we're doing at night. You can see just now, this is the thing, and then we're sending off to the big ship. This one is for Pertamina. Yeah, Pertamina. This is our cargo. This is a provision supply. It's a food. It's a water. Sometimes you can see the egg there. So many eggs. This is supply for 1 month, I guess, because they keep on order every month with us. Sometimes they order durian also. So it's very difficult for us to get the durian off season when it's off seasons. Okay, this is our project in Kuala Linggi International Port. We are the pioneer, the earliest team to drop this anchor block. This is they built one island, but this is the base of the thing. It's weight for 2 tons actually. It's submerged in the water. This is the foundation of the island, the new island. I think you can check the KLIP in Melaka, Kuala Linggi, Melaka. So this is the crew change. We are sending off the crew. This is very important, and this is very safety. Because if we do not properly, this guy will fall off from the ship. Most probably they're gonna die. So all the procedure you must follow, and we obey with all the authority instruction. So this is the project also. On the top, on the right, this is what we call tugboat. It's very tugboat. We are pulling the boats, the big boats. This is the barge on the left side. I think that's me on the yellow shirt. This barge is carrying things. This is very important in project. This is very rare, you guys can see. And then you can see the yellow and this is dredger. This is sand dredger. This sand dredger is belong to us, which we carried out the reclamation project in Hibiscus Polixen for the second phase. We finished the project now. We are doing work at Port Klang for the Westport second phase. Those are the things, typical day for us. These are the materials or supply that we do by daily basis. Then I would like to share you something here, which how important the small boat industry, the inshore boat industry. There is one place called Barbosa Cove in Port Dickson. A very nice place for me. I think when Ella been there. All right. Unfortunately, this place are nothing without a boat, because the only access they have through the sea is a 15 to 20-minute journey, and then without the boats, very difficult the business running smoothly on everyday basis. So then I ingat this is very important to you guys to understand. Satu segmen yang penting you guys selalu tengok satu segmen-segmen yang besar. On the airline, you nampak airplane ataupun pesawat lah, we call it pesawat, right? Airplane. And then on the land, you biasa nampak container, lori-lori container, trains, right? But on the sea, you hanya nampak it's a big vessel which carry things, which carry containers, fuel, diesels, right? So without the inshore punya segment, I think the sea punya industry will be collapse, because how important to deliver all those document at first. Without the document, I don't think all imported things ataupun to all exported things boleh deliver dengan baik. So then, I don't know what you guys want to know. I show you some pictures here. Probably you can ask me a question regarding the sea punya industry. Even though you nak tanya pasal airline punya industry, I think I can berjawab because I was there for 8 years. Probably I can help on it also. And then it's good for you guys. Don't simply jump to the big company, because you also have the option. For example, the small operators, which I rasa you boleh bekerja, because this transportation dalam segment inshore, I rasa demand quite high. We keep on need workers, employee. All the time we need the employee. So probably you guys also boleh intern with us. Barbosa Industry also menerima you guys as an intern. And then there is any question for me, you guys? Anyone? Ahmad Zulkifli, you guys tidur?
I think we have questions.
Please.
Okay, by two students. Haziq Aiman.
Haziq.
From class B.
Okay.
Yes, madam. So I want to ask how does the Barbosa cook different is glamping experience from the traditional luxury hotel in the same region?
Oh, you're asking about Barbosa Cove? Barbosa Cove
Yes,
is...
about the Barbosa Cove.
Haziq, can you repeat the question? It's breaking up.
How does the Barbosa Cove different glamping experience from the luxury hotel in the same Malaysia country?
I see. All right. Barbosa Cove is a one project or one business which very close to my heart, which we built this on the private island. It's a family land. It's located in Tanjung Tuan, Melaka, which 99%, about 99% is a forest reserve and wildlife reserve. So we the only landlord or campsite, or we call glamping site, exists there, you know. So there is no neighbor, the nearest population is 5 kilometers away. And then the only access that we have authorized to us is through the sea. So here you have two types of nature that you can enjoy with. Number one is a forest reserve. You can see the wildlife. You can see all those 100 years of tree. And then for sure, in front of us is a taman laut. Is a marine protected area which we have authorized to do the activities like diving, like snorkeling, kayaking, jet ski, just in front of us. So this is the difference that we have compared to the hotel. Yes, hotel you feel comfortable, I agree. Yet we are comfortable too, and you got a lot of activities in here which you boleh do hiking. Hiking in Batu Putih is quite familiar, is quite famous. It's only 200 meters from our location. Number two, you can do glamping here. We have cafe, we have kayak, we have diving. So it's like a one-stop center. It's not a glamping site only. It's a one-stop center. You have cafe there. You have activities there. So today's in there, I think is enough to cater your time. You won't boring or so many things you can do there, I think. So then you are welcome. Have a look. I invite all of you to come to the cafe. It's a very nice cafe, I guess. And then the glamping site is top. The air tent itself is a top brand in the market. So if you compare to the hotel, I think you get more than hotel in here. I think you get a very good experience. A lot of things you can learn from here. You can see from here. You can bring your friends. You can having fun here. Nobody will disturb you because this is private. It's not island. It's a private cove. So Ahmad, you are welcome. Please spare your time in here. Sorry, Aziz, is it? Aziz, is it? All right, Aziz. Anyone else?
And now we have Adila, also from
Adila. Yes, Adila.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. So my question is, how do global issues such as fuel price fluctuations and port congestion impact the operation and decision making of local logistic companies in Malaysia?
Yeah, very good question. I think you are care about this. This question is good. The price of the fuel, the diesel, because we operate by using the petrol. I share with you. Yes, number one. All right, we use type of fuel. Number one, we use petrol type. Number two, we use diesel type. Right? Okay. This is a diesel type of boat. And then we have the petrol type. This is a petrol type. So both actually for you guys, for information for you guys is actually we are buying the petrol and diesel without subsidy since those days lagi. Only you guys enjoy the subsidies. For us, we buy at very commercial price. We buy at RM2.60. Diesel we buy at RM3.50 per liter. Yet we have to pay the transporter, the lorry to come to fill up our diesel. So basically, in business, we see our cost and our income still okay, still good. For me, it's still good. We can manage that. Even though the price up and down, it's not affected us because we are not buying at the subsidy price, and also our charge is good, still good. We still manage to make good profit from here. So whatever it is, without this small industry, without this boat, without this all small boat that you see, all the big ship won't go anywhere actually. So we are the operator, we are the player in the shore area. So then that's all. Any other questions?
Okay, I think there is no questions. Back to Melvish. Would you like to do the wrap up, Melvish?
All right, noted. Um, yeah. Sorry. Um, Hello.
Yes, we
Unstable
can hear
connection.
you. Yes,
Okay, okay, sorry. Okay. Yes, a fascinating overview into Kamaru. Thank you for demystifying the complexities of shipping and logistics and for highlighting the strategic role it plays in global trade. We have time for some questions which has already been answered. So thank you very much. On behalf of the organizing committee and all participants, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to our two outstanding speakers today, Puan Suhaila Jabaruddin and Encik Kamarus Kamaruddin. Your willingness to share your knowledge is what makes sessions like this so valuable. To all our students, I hope these two perspectives, one on user-centric public transport and another on the backbone of global maritime logistics, have enriched your understanding of the principles of transport. You are now equipped with not just textbook definitions, but with real world context. The recording of this event will be shared in due course. Thank you all for your active participation and excellent questions. This concludes our TPT 251 knowledge sharing session. Have a wonderful evening and stay safe.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Melvish. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Melvish, right? So
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. So sorry.
yeah, thank you to our Miss Moderator today and also to both speakers. I'm Dr. Hazira, speaking on behalf of Madam Aini, who is the course lecturer for this TPT 251 as well. So I would like to extend my utmost appreciation to both speakers who have greatly shared their very insightful knowledge and experiences. So with all of you today, we have the link. So perhaps you guys can straight away click that link and fill it up, and I will bring you through the e-certificate generation. Yeah. So again, I would like to say thank you so very much from the bottom of our heart. I am the senior lecturer of Principles of Transport from Faculty of Business and Management, University Technology Mara, Negeri Sembilan branch, campus, Rembau campus. I would like to say thank you so very much to all the three groups that have been joining us today for BA 111 Diploma of Business Studies, yeah, comprising Group A, B, and C. And I would like to extend my utmost appreciation as well to the group of students from INTI University under Miss Suhaila. Thank you so very much, guys, for your support. And as for today, this is the wrap up. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the session. Hopefully everyone have received the very beneficial and insightful knowledge from both speakers. Hopefully everyone are having a very good weekend and stay productive everyone. Take care and goodbye. Assalamualaikum.
Doctor, sorry
Yes,
to interrupt.
yes,
may I
Miss
know
Wala.
may I know if it's possible for us to have a quick photo? I mean, it's from assignment, student's assignment anyway.
Sure,
You need to
sure,
provide the evidence.
sure. Perhaps you and Mr. Kamaruz, we will take picture from.
My students, you need photo, right? So
Okay, perhaps everyone can on your camera if you are ready. I think we have Miss Aini to take the picture as well. Okay. Okay, Ella, you ready?
yes, good, all good.
Yep. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all. Ella?
Yes, yes. Thanks, Doctor. Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
All right. Thank you, Miss Ella. Thank you, Cik Kamarus. And that's all for today. Have a good day, everyone. Take care. Bye.